What is mental wellness? Is it the ability to have it together at all times, being unaffected by everything that life throws at you? Or is it breaking down at the first hint of trouble? What role do anger and frustration have to play in mental wellness? What about sadness, anxiety, fear? Hi, I am Dr. Ooha Susmita, and I'm here to answer your questions. If you flip open the textbook of psychiatry and ask it, what's normality? It will lead you past 750 pages to a chapter titled Normality and Mental Health. It's a 17-page read, and its conclusion is thus: there is no logically perfect method of analysis by which one can distinguish private bias and culturally determined value judgment from a culturally universal and scientifically valuable definition of mental health. If we take out the jargon, what remains is this: there is no universal definition of mental wellness. Your environment, your culture, facets of your individual self all have a finger in the pie, and you define what's normal for you. What about mental illness then? Is it all a scam? A farce thought up by the big pharma? Not really. A little introduction. I'm a practicing psychiatrist. I did my MD Psychiatry from Vijayawada, India. When a patient is brought to me, or when a patient comes to me, my first job is to establish the baseline. And by that, I mean I try to understand your normal. The question I ask: when was the last time you felt perfectly alright? That could have been the last time you didn't feel this heaviness in your chest, or that burden on your shoulders. It could be the last time you slept without tossing and turning, or it could be the last time you could remember the name of your firstborn. Every question I ask, I try to establish what was daily life for you, what your personality was like, and how you changed over time. And if the way you are right now doesn't match with that trajectory, I might say, let's take a further look. So when was the last time you felt perfectly alright? And does that mean that every time you feel not well, you're mentally ill? Not at all. You see, life has this way of lobbing curveballs at us every once in a while. And how much ever we think we are prepared for it, it's never really quite enough. At such times, emotions like anger, frustration, disappointment, sadness, anxiety all seem to take a front row in our brain, front row seats to the chaos that life has become. But that's still not mental illness. Anger, disappointment, frustration, sadness, anxiety, negative emotions, yes, but emotions nonetheless, and therefore necessary. These are all human ways of coping with life and its little fallacies. Very, very human ways. When stress becomes a constant companion in your life and leads you down the path to these negative emotions, that's perfectly normal. That's how we humans work. Most of the times, you'll be able to manage. The key here is to handle these emotions in such a way that it causes least harm to you and your relationships. And like I said before, most of the time, you'll manage. For the rest of the time, we mental health professionals are here to help. So if you come knocking on my door, the question again: does that mean you're mentally ill? No. It means you're having a difficult time and you're asking for help. Well, that's all for today then. I hope I've answered some of your questions, and I'll be back with many more answers very soon. Stay tuned.